who was the most disappointing quarterback of 2023 in your eyes?
For me, and this may be controversial, but it's Jalen Hurts. I know there's some injury at play here, but he made that $255 million 5-year extension look really scary. I think that he's taken a step back. And it's not me just thinking that, it's proof. Compared to last season, he had more passing yards, 3858 to 3701. He had one more touchdown than last season, with 23 this season. But he went 11-6 this season. And 6 out of 7 of their last contests were losses. So the second half of the year really tanked for him in this whole Eagles situation. Now, obviously, offensive coordinator Brian Johnson and him didn't jive. So hopefully this Kellen Moore addition will work and they can get Jalen back into the groove. I don't know, but some ghoster within him, and he's not playing like he did last season. You got to work on handling the blitz because these defenses, they're figuring you out, and you have to adapt. He was not bad, but he regressed from last season. Not necessarily in numbers, but just by play and wins. But
if you watched it, like, yes, we can look at the numbers. Exactly. That's why stats lie. Like, you look at that and like, oh, it was about the same. It wasn't, though.
Stats don't always matter.
Right.
You can blame it on the offensive coordinator. You can blame it on Hurts. You can blame it on the injuries. Whatever you want to blame it on. The bottom line, whatever's thrown at you by these defensive guys, because there's always new and better defenses than you faced last season, and you've got to adjust your play style regardless of what extenuating circumstances surround you. That's all there is to it. And Jalen Hurts did not do that.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's hard, though, because how much do you put on him? I don't know.
That's the thing.
Well, no one knows. No one knows unless you're in that organization. But I want to go to what you said on the top and just look at it this way. After his 2022 season, which was incredible, in the MVP race, went to the Super Bowl, went toe-to-toe with Mahomes, was excellent in that Super Bowl, other than the fumble, which I know people try to pretend that didn't happen. It did, okay? But other than that, played a great Super Bowl. And then they gave him the big contract. I don't blame them. I really don't. I don't. It's not like a Kyler Murray situation where you were singing, don't pay him. Don't pay the man. Don't do it. It wasn't like that. We understood, okay, pay him. However, I understand you lost Shane Steichen, and we knew that was going to be a big issue. Okay, but now are you saying, hey, we thought that 2022 and that Super Bowl run was the start of the new Jalen Hurts, but now we're a little worried that might have just been a one-off, because there's a lot of quarterbacks that have a great year. So was that the start of who he is, or are we going to look back in 5 years and say, yeah, that was the best year of his career? Because if so, then it's a bad deal.
Yeah, was he a one-hit wonder, or is there more that you can unlock from him with Kellen Moore? We're going to find out this upcoming season, but as for me, Jalen Hurts, he fell way under what he was supposed to be this year.
Yeah, I agree. I want to believe he can bounce back. I don't know if we ever see him get to 2022 level again, unless he gets
hope so.
Another Shane Steichen in there, but I hope so too, and we'll see. I do think his leadership qualities and just the man he is, if anyone's going to do it and bounce back, it will be him. Because, again, you look at the numbers and you watch the games, he wasn't awful. Like, he was solid, and he was hurt a lot. So he doesn't have to elevate too much to get back to that level. It wasn't like he fell off a cliff. It was just a step back.